Now, both of these packages for the broccoli and the string beans say it sows directly outdoors, and it even says on the string beans it's a warm weather summer plant. That's fine. I'm not worried about this. This soil came straight from the garden. It's the same soil that they're going to go into. So what I did in here, and you can't see them, I put 2 seeds of broccoli apiece, and when they start coming up, you're going to pinch off one of them. Okay, it's to guarantee that something's going to come up out of the two. So I used a spoon to actually dig out a 1/2 inch down, and then I'm going to take the spoon and just cover it back and mat it down. All right, you want the high ends to be high and the center to be low, so when you water these, the water goes down into the center. I've said this before, I am not a professional green thumb master gardener type thing. I am a green thumb, and I love gardening, and I love the flavor of the food that comes out of the garden, especially since I don't like rocks, especially since garden food is just so much more nutritious than grocery store food. You know where your garden food came from. You don't know what's been sprayed on or what ground it's been grown in for the store-bought. So anyway, over here on the string beans now, I put 2 seeds in each one. I put my finger in between the 2 seeds to spread them apart. Okay, I'm not going to pinch these off when they come up because I want 2 in each pot. So when these things come up and have the first leaves on them, I'm going to transplant them into where I want them to grow. They're not going to go into the pots that last year I had growing up all these things out here because they actually got in the way of parties and stuff. So I'm going to cover these up again. Make sure I don't have any rocks in there. Alright, and once again leaving that inside down low so the water gets to it and doesn't run off the sides. Okay, so you want to keep these moist. The soil's already moist. Don't know if that's enough to actually kick off the germination of the seeds, but they're going to go into, I introduced what my idea last year, and it's on YouTube, the greenhouse I'm going to make out of one of these storage bins. Okay, because what happened is, as shown in that video, I opened it up to get pots out, and there was soil in them, and some things were growing already, so that was the greenhouse. Well, that's a noisy charm over there with the breeze, but that's a nice, pleasant sound. Nature causing some noise, and I like that kind of noise. It's better than a shed door slamming all the time. Okay, so that's the first planting. Actually, I planted string beans indoors in a smaller pot, and they haven't germinated yet. And I used the soil out of these guys, and that doesn't look too good to grow stuff. So I'm going to try it this way, and hopefully they germinate pretty quick and pop up, and especially these guys over here, because once it gets too hot for the broccoli, they're not going to grow. All right, and they need full sun. So hey, the next step is when they start coming up. I'll show you when they pop and see the first leaves.